Okay, now as our data set is ready and our first notebook is ready for the development of our first project, so let's build the project and let's see how we are going to go with the first step of this machine learning model. So in any machine learning project, either big or small, we have to go through from fixed steps, and these steps are going to be similar whatever the machine learning project is. So I will suggest you to just keep uh, these steps in mind and make sure that whenever you are going to make any model, you are following these steps uh, in the specific sequence. So the first step in any machine learning task is to um, load the required libraries and whatever the Python environment and Python Python setup. So this is the first step, and whatever the project you are making, it will remain same. So I will make it as the first step. Now you can see this is turning this into a heading. So this is fine. Next markdown. The next step is to load the data set into the notebook. So this is going to be very important as well. Let's keep this as a second step. The third one is, now this data set is loaded. The next step is going to be the cleaning of this data set. So we have to clean this data set that we are selecting. We name it as data pre-processing task. This is also referred to as data cleaning part of this specific machine learning model. Now, after data pre-processing, we can we skipped one step here. This should be the third step actually. This is called EDA, or you can also name it as exploratory exploratory data analysis. So this step is done after the data set is loaded into your notebook. EDA is specifically for understanding the data, and you can see that how many values are there, if any value is missing, how many columns are there. So you can find all the information here. So this should be the fourth step. uh, Data pre-processing means that you are cleaning the data. If by any chance if there are some values missing in your data set, or if there is a noise in your data set, or inconsistent values in your data set, you can use this step to clean your data and make it ready for the model development or model training. Now once the data is cleaned, now we are going to move towards a very important part, that is called model development, or you can say um, before that we are going to uh, split the data. We are going to split the data into two parts: training and testing. So this step is going to be very important as well, that for machine learning models, we use a specific part of the data for training, and then to validate the training we are going to use the testing data. Why not we can use the training data for testing as well, because it is going to give us high accuracy and it is going to make the data model as a generic model. So we want to test our model on a new data set, a similar data set, but not the exact data set that we have used for training. Now, mostly the ratio of training and testing is 80% and 20%. We will discuss this in deep uh, once we will move to this step one by one as well. So 80% is for training and 20% is for testing. Once the data is you have split the data, now the next part is to train the model. So here you are going to apply any algorithm for learning of the data. Now there are so many different algorithms or different pre-built models that we can use, like linear regression, logistic regression, KNN, RNN, and there are many other models that we can download from the existing libraries, and we can just import those algorithms in our notebook and we can use them. Once the model is trained, definitely the next step is to test the model, or you can say validate the model. So here we can write the next step, that is model testing. We can name this as model training, and this is called model testing, and we are going to test our model on this new data. Once the model is you have done the testing, now we are going to find the, or you can also going to uh, you can say find the accuracy, or you can find um, accuracy. We can name it as model evaluation. This is the last part where we are going to see that how well our model is performing. Now for evaluation, we are going to use different parameters like accuracy, uh, mean squared error. So different parameters will be there, and we are going to see how well our model is performing. So this is going to be the last step. Okay, and these are the 8 steps that we are going to follow for our complete machine learning project. So I'm going to fill these different sections one by one, so you should understand what is happening. Starting from the first step, we are going to follow this in sequence. So please keep in mind that this specific process is going to be in a sequence, so you can work on any machine learning model following this sequence, and hopefully you are going to make a good machine learning model. So in my next video, I'm going to focus on my first step for this specific data set, and you will see how I'm going to set up the required libraries, and Python is already set up in this environment, but we just need to make our libraries ready for the next task. So stick with me till the next video so you can see how this will work.